welcome back. As y'all saw in the short number 6, I got a huge, nice little part of the hoard. Of course, this isn't the good vault stuff, but it's the fun stuff. I've already gone through these boxes and sorted them. The bags, pretty much. This one down here as well. The bags are full of coins from San Juan and Puerto Rico. My grandfather was a merchant marine, and when he'd get back from Puerto Rico and San Juan, he'd be out his pocket to pocket change. So the story is, in the past, the Federal Reserve would send old circulated U.S. currency to Puerto Rico and San Juan for them to use their coins. And so basically these coins have circulated around then. And the fact that he last had gone in the 70s. He worked through all the 60s and the 70s. So all these coins came in from San Juan and Puerto Rico, with a few U.S. circulate coins as well. So after last night, staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, this is going through literally just 2 bags. I still have 1, 2, the green bag, and 3, the canvas bag. I'm going to have to do these videos in about 3 parts because this will take a lot to go through. This box here has old Whitman folders of Barbara Halves and Morgans. While this box has Morgans, Peace Dollars, Benjamins, Walkers, and other silver coinage. I'm still not sure what's in that box. I pulled one of the white bags out and looked in it. It's circulated Roosevelt silvers. So I'll be right back. I do have, well, before I leave real quick, what I'm doing here is sorting out one of each year, each mint. We have 1909, you have the teens, the 20s, their 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and up to 1970. 1970 is the youngest coin I could find. Then the nickels, one of each again from 1938, which the oldest is a 39, up to 1970. This bag is full of all the wheats that I pulled out, plus the wheats that are here. All the pre-1960 nickels, counting all this. All the post-1960 and memorial pennies are going in my change jar to be returned to the bank and put in circulation. Also a nice pile of Churchill UK crowns, a lot of foreign coins, Japanese, Dominican Republic, all that is Dominican Republic, 1 German coin so far, a bunch of Canadian coins, which I'm throwing in the bag for numismaniac, some Panamanian 1/10 Balboas, a couple more Canadian coins, And so far the silver I just pulled out of 2 bags over here. So I am finding some errors, and I'll be right back with those. Alright, so coming back here. Again, I'm not sure if this is a true doubled or if it's just a machined. It looks a little off like it's doubled. It doesn't look like it's part of the number because the numbers look full. So a 1958D doubling, I'll have to go with Variety Vista to see if that's a recognized double or not. If y'all think it is, please let me know. Otherwise, let me know if it's machined. I'll be right back with another error. Alright, so this one kind of looks like a strike through. And why I think that is the number looks like, or the year, it looks like it was struck after the gouge. And also, if it was a true gouge, you would not see his chest continue through the gouge. Let me know your opinions on this as well. It's a pretty good error if it is one. If not, it's pretty neat anyway. So, alright, we'll be back in a bit. Right now I'm still searching through the first 2 bags. Before I let you go on these 2 bags here, I did find a pretty beat up Indian head. Sorry, I'm yawning. Still up late last night playing with this, and woke up early this morning. I hadn't had enough coffee yet. But yeah, a pretty beat up Indian head. So, thought I'd bring you in on that real quick. Be back in a bit. Alright, so after the first 2 bags, I have 3 errors that I'm keeping in a little Ziploc. Quite a bit of junk silver, mostly dimes. Pre-60 nickels, I had to go with a bag because the mason jar was getting a little full. Wheaties. The foreigns over here, still with the Japanese coins. That one fell behind. I need to put that over here with the rest of them. No, actually, I think that was a different country. Quite a bit of Dominican Republic coinage. Panamanian, Canadian, German. The Indian head, that's all beat the heckin' back. Post 70 nickels. These are to help Numismaniac with his sets. All these are for the Numismaniac. It's one of each for wheat pennies up to 1970. 1909. It's a regular 1909. There's not a B2B. 1919, 1920, the teens, the 20s again, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, up to 1970. About the same with the nickels, 1939, 1940s, 1950s, and 1960s. So I've already poured out bag number 2, which was a small bag, so I should be pretty quick with this. I already see a medio peso underneath everything. I already see a dime. plenty of wheats facing me. You can see wheats. See reverse mint marks on the nickels and the S. There are quite a few S's I'm coming up with, so. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit when I get done with these, or if I find something interesting. Alright, so after bag 3, a little bit more progress on the junk silver. No more errors yet. Some more foreign silvers, such as the Dominican Republic. A post-1970 cent. That'll be going to the numismatic. A little bit of progress on the nickels and progress on the cents. Especially a few more 20s and a few more teens. Alright, so the next bag, I'm about to empty out and go through it. So again, after the next bag was emptied out, definitely a lot of wheat pennies showing. A lot of pre-60 and 60s nickels showing. Looks like there's something under there, another quarter peso or 25 centavo. When I poured this out, I could hear different ringing noises like silver. Yep, there's a 1 centavo underneath the 1940 penny there. That may be a clad, I'm not sure. Not see anything in the moment. That looks like a Japanese 100 yen. Not seeing much more at the moment, but when I dig through, I'll see more stuff. Alright, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, go back to the Dominican Republic. Now that I'm finding more and more, I got kind of curious. I thought, like Spanish coins, they were 72.5%, and I was wrong. According to Namista, they are 0.900, 90%. And a little bit further down, it was said that they were minted in the Philadelphia Mint and the Royal Canadian Ottawa Mint. So I will do a separate video on these when I get done with searching these bags. And I'll continue on here. So far, doing a little bit better on the 20s and teens. These bags are starting to fill up. Great, I've got wheat pennies in there. Let me dig out the wheat pennies, put them back in the wheat penny bag. These are the wheat pennies from out of the bags. Quite a few. A good mixture of 1950s, 40s, and 30s. There are a few 20s and teens in there. And there is a 1909 Philadelphia non-VDB in there as well. Alright, let me get back to these and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, another bag down. That's 4 and I got 1 left to go. So far, the pennies, 1909, 1910, through the teens. I'm missing, of course, the 12 and the 14. The 20s, Missing the 21. Of course, there was no 21. The 30s. The 40s. With the Steelies. And that's in a Philadelphia. The 50s. And I've been receiving a lot of 55s, but I have not seen a double or a poor man's double yet. And the 1960s. Same with the dimes, 1939 through the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, with the post-70 coins. The Dominican Republic coins have jumped up, but to tell you the truth, I think some of the dimes or the 1/10 pesos, maybe 1/10 Balboas, I found a few. The reverses are very similar. So I'm going to have to go back through those and see what I can find. Another Japanese coin. A lot more 90% silver dimes. A war nickel, since I already have the war nickels, or at least that one there I have in this pile, so it's a duplicate. And the Canadian dimes. And also it looks like a Mexican centavo. The bags are getting huge. Hopefully this last bag won't fill them all the way up. Let me get it poured out and I'll be right back. Also, one thing I forgot, out of that bag came a genuine wood nickel from Dooley County, Georgia. This is the area I grew up in. I was the next county over in Macon County. The sesquicentennial celebration in 1971. Pretty cool token to find. This will go in my tokens collection. Finally, the last bag. It proved not to be something to search, but more wrapped rolls of BU uncirculated 1 cents. Looks like mostly 1966. I really don't know how I'm going to get rid of that. I'll just probably put those back in circulation. I'll hold on to them for a month or so if you want some. I'm not sure how much to even sell them for. So I might put them on eBay for $5 each or something. I'm not big on trying to sell memorial pennies when you can find BU memorial pennies in circulation. A lot of times, I mean, proof. That's about the prettiest I found of all the bags for 1966. But the 67s, the 65s, they're a little bit more BU than the 66. I'll see what I can do with these just to get to move them. So, alright, so that's it for this video. Actually, let me come back to that. I will go through this. You already know about the cents and the nickels. These bags are pretty well full. My junk silver. The one penny I thought was doubled did end up being machine. I had a few people say the same. The Japanese coinage. Before I wrap the video up, I'll come through these and search through them, separate them out to Dominican Republic and Panamanian. we will see what's what on that. The Canadians will go in the bag for the numismaniac. And also these all will go to the numismaniac. So let me come back in a little bit and we'll wrap it up. Alright, going through real quick, kind of a up close look at the Dominican Republic 1 centavo. The 1963 and on centavo, and then the earlier centavo up to 63. Alright, I'll be back with the 5 centavo. As for the 5 centavos, which I did have a few Balboas mixed in there from Panama, but these are the Dominican Republic 5 cents of the 50s and early 60s. As for the 10 centavos, these are all 90% silver, just like the American coinage. They have about the same silver weight as a U.S. dime. I guess apparently they did something in 63, the centennial of the republication, or the Republic of Dominican Republic, however you want to say that. So I'm just going to squeeze the 25 centavos and the medio pesos, or the half pesos, into one here. Again, they are equal to their American counterpart, the quarter. The weight is about the same since they're both minted in the Philadelphia Mint. Same with the medio pesos and the half dollars. They're about the same as our half dollars. Unfortunately, there are no pesos in here. I could compare those to the silver dollars. But all in all, a good haul. I'll be right back with the partial Balboas. As for the Panamanian change, the unicentessimos, or centesimo, pretty much the 1 cent. The 5 centésimos, basically the 5 cent, and these are nickel. Then the decimo del Balboas, which are basically the 10 cent dimes. All 1966 and 68, all cupro nickel. Still a pretty neat thing to have. Alright, so some things I pulled out of this search to add to my collection. A couple of air coins. I can get the, there it is. So a lamination peel error. The 1930, the lamination split error. A typeset of Panamanian Balboa money. I already have a Balboa, a half Balboa, a media Balboa, and a quarter Balboa in my World Silver collection. I will go and try to collect some cupro nickel clad Balboas to add to this one. 5 coin typeset from the half, the quarter, the 10, 5, and 1 centavo of the Dominican Republic, mixed dates, and then a full 1963 set celebrating the centennial of the restoration of the Republic. Also, other things that I pulled out of the bags earlier: a Universero 1972 International Silver Trade Unit, 1934 Balboa, and I'll show the reverse of that in just a second. It's probably one of the most beautiful reverses I've seen. An Isle of Man crown to add to my Isle of Man and Gibraltar crowns. This is the tercentenary of the Manx coinage. I'm not sure what that is. That's one thing I might have to research and learn about. And then I took one of the 1965 Churchills. Even though I already have one, there's still quite a few left over there. Alright, sorry about the interruption. Also, my wife had a garage sale yesterday, so I searched through her money. And I usually collect over 90% on the cool factor. First one I found was a 97.7%. All numbers are multiples of 3. There's one triple, the triple sixes, and 2 pairs, the 9s and 0s, and there's 4 unique digits. Next up, 91.2%, not as cool, but still a good number. There's 2 triplets, the 3/8s and the 3/4s. 4 unique numbers, 2, 8, 9, 4. And 2 pairs together, the 4, 4, 8, 8. So those will be going my currency collection. The reverse of the Balboa, 1934. I love the standing Libertad. It's a very beautiful reverse out of the Balboas. Alright, so that's it out of this part of the Hoard search. I will do another video here real soon. The second part, when I go through the boxes here, I think these 2 will be the second part of the video. Then that one will be the third part, because there's about a dozen bags full of coins in there. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.